Okay, welcome everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis, we're going to catch up as with Hashem tonight. I think we're starting by the last Mishnah in the second parak, which is Mishnah Gimel, I believe, yes, as we're sponsored by the Fisher family, Leili Nishmas Basi Bas Rabit, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We're also sponsored Leili Nishmas Dav ben Chaim for Shalem for the Yomis ben Chaisar, Yaakov ben Basi Aleah, for the Schus of Avram ben Yom Benish ben Malki Hudis and family, by Yod Klugman and family. We learned the Refuah Shalem for Avigdor Aryeh ben Rivka, for Hinda Bas Chayesara, for Moshe Meir ben Estefradel, Yochai ben Ruchama. We learned the Refuah Shalem for Rachalea bas Rivka, Rachel bas Sarah, Aaron ben Sarah, Nachman Yaakov ben Sarah, Zev ben Chaya Etel, Chana bas Shashabina, for Rivka bas Shira Leah, Yitzhak ben Siyam ben Dusha, and Meir ben Chaya Sarah should have a Refuah Shalema b'Seich Shachar Yisrael. Okay, so Chaimer b'Kachim and b'Temura. There's a chumrah over the original kachim than over an exchange. Sha'kachim oisim Temura. Like we explained, the original kachim can affect an exchange. Ve'ein Temura oisim Temura. We said an exchange cannot affect a second exchange. Furthermore, hatzibur v'ashutafim makdishin, the community and partners could together make something hektish. Avaloi ma'amirin. We said that Temura can only be infected by an individual. Or makdishim eivarim ubarim. You could dedicate limbs and fetuses, avaloi mamirin, but you cannot do a Temura on fetuses and limbs. Chaimer b'Temura, there is a stringency over the Temura. Sha'kedusha chala al balas mum kavua. That's an interesting thing. That if I say on a blemished animal, zeh tachazeh, I say that this shlomim, this blemished animal should be instead of this shlamim. The blemished animal gets kedushas haguf when it's a Temura. When it's kachim, original kachim, it doesn't get kedushas haguf. It only gets kedushas damin. Shakdusha chala al balmum kavua ve'ena yaitzel lechulim ligazezel le'aved. And that even when it's sold or redeemed, since it was had a kedushas haguf, it has a din of psulei mikdashim, and it cannot, its wool cannot be shared, and it cannot be worked. Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda also shoygeg b'mezid b'Temura. If let's say Nachman meant to exchange one animal and exchange b'shoygeg another animal, the Temura is chal. But if he wanted to be makdish one animal and inadvertently he was makdish another animal, that's hektish b'taz, and that hektish is not chal. Rabbi Lazar says hakil ayim, a hybrid, vatrefa, an animal that cannot survive for a year, an animal born in a cesarean section, tumtum vandroginus, an animal whose genitals are covered over, or who has both the simoni zachar and the simoni nekeva, loy kedeshim, cannot get original kedusha, v'loy makdishim, nor can loy kedeshim, nor can it become holy through a Temura, v'loy makdishim, nor can you put on it an original kedusha. And now we start the third parak of Masechtas Temura. Elu kachim shevlodoiseyem usmuroiseyem kayotze behem. The following kachim, their offspring and their exchange is the same as then. Vlad shlomim usmurasan, both a offspring of a shlomim and its exchange is offered as a shlomim. Uvladan, and also the offspring of the exchange, Uvlad Vladon ad Seifa Eilam, and the offspring of their offspring until the end of time. It was all offered as a shlam. Harielu kishlam. The utunim smicho nesachim, they necessitate that you lean on it with all your might. They necessitate libations. Usnufas chavas v'shaik, and the waving of the shank, of the waving of the breast and the shank. Rabbi Lazar says, we don't let you offer up the child of a shlamim. You know why? Because if we do, then somebody like Eddie might not offer up his shlamim right away, because he says, let me cash in, let me breed it so I'll have more shlamim. And then if he keeps it around too long, he might use it and it could come to a takala. And also you're not supposed to delay bringing a carbon. So in order to safeguard that an entrepreneur like Eddie shouldn't keep around the animal to breed more shlamim, we say that if it gives birth, you can't put it on the mizbeach. Rabbi Lazar, I'm a vlad shlamim, lo yikrav shlamim. The Chachamim say, no, we don't assume that everybody is like Eddie. So the vlad of a shlamim could be put on the mizbeach. But the vlad of the vlad, so this guy already showed that he's Eddie-ish, because he kept it already to have one generation. So then the second generation we don't allow on the mizbeach. That's a Rabbi Lazar. Rabbi Lazar, the Chacham are not geyser. Amar Reb Shimon loy nechleku al vlad shlamim. That if it's already the next generation, then everybody says you can't offer the grandchild, because obviously you see this person is keeping it around. Or val vlad Temura, or on the grandchild of a Temura. There everybody holds that you can't offer it on the mizbeach, because he showed that he's keeping it around in order to breed karbanas. The first generation. Even there we're worried, you might keep it around. Now, at least we have a Ma'aser Rav, a proof that one generation should go on the mizbeach. Because Hayed Rabbi Yeshua v'Rabbi Papias, Rabbi Yeshua and Rabbi Papias testified, al vlad shlamim sheyikriv shlamim, that the offspring of a shlamim is and was actually offered up as a shlamim. Amar Rabbi Papias, ani meid, shehoisalanu para zivchei shlamim. We had a cow that we offered as a shlamim on Pesach. Remember, a cow is a female. And before we offered it up, it gave birth. Va'achalnua b'Pesach, we ate the mother on Pesach. We offered the mother as a shlamim. Va'achalna v'loda shlamim b'chag, and we ate the offspring when we offered it up on Shavuos as a shlamim. So you see that at least a Ma'aser Rav, that the first generation is allowed to be offered up as a carbon. Okay, now we're going to do the next Mishna Yomis, which will be today's Mishna Yomis.